I don't want to be really overly dramatic in this video, but all I really have to say is that I am in shock. The gameplay you're watching in the background is my first ever game after reverse boosting in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and there's been a lot of talk about skill-based matchmaking in this game, and whether or not it's real, it's present. Drifter and Exclusive Ace, they did some tests, and they concluded that there is some form of skill-based matchmaking in this game. And in the beta, I really stuck to the opinion of that there was no skill-based matchmaking in this game, and that people were just making excuses to justify them playing badly. However, now with Drifter and Exclusive Ace video, I have sort of flipped the narrative a little bit. I'm sort of on the other side of the spectrum now, especially after I did this. In case you guys are wondering what I did, I went into 5 games because the evidence in their videos suggested that your last 5 games have an impact on the type of players that you're going to come across. So I decided, okay, let me go into 5 games. Let me kill myself over and over again with C4. Let me run into the enemy and feed them kills and get pretty much no kills. The only kills I would ever get would be like accidental kills. Say if I was running at someone and shooting my gun off randomly from the hip to lower my accuracy or anything like that, if that had an impact whatsoever. And, sometimes I'd accidentally get a kill or 2 or something. But it doesn't matter because I'd end up with like 80 deaths if I killed myself over and over again. Either way, I did this for 5 games. And I thought to myself, this can't be as extreme as people are saying. But little did I know that next game I was going to hop into, and the people I would come across were fucking brain dead. They had no idea what they're doing. Okay, maybe they weren't brain dead, okay? Like, I did die throughout a few times in this video. If you guys are curious as to what the score was, I got 44 kills with a Dragunov. That's the most kills I've ever gotten in this game, I'm pretty sure. And I ended up getting 11 deaths. And the majority of those deaths were just because I was being stupid, being overly confident, pushing situations that I shouldn't even be pushing, even if I'm coming across bad players. Just running out in the open. I don't want to make excuses or anything like that, but a lot of the deaths that I received could have been avoided if I was genuinely playing super hard. But a few minutes into this game, I realized the type of players I was coming across, and I decided to not take this seriously anymore. I was just like, this is like piss easy. Like, I'm getting my specialist bonus so easy. Like, I'm running around and I'm doing it effortlessly. It genuinely felt like an old school Call of Duty. It felt like that Call of Duty love and passion just came back all of a sudden. It felt like I was playing Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2. It felt like a fucking blast because I wasn't getting my ass handed to me. I was able to stomp on these kids and do whatever the fuck I want. I was able to play casually and still go quadruple positive. Now, some of you guys might bring up the fact that this is a protected bracket for disabled players or people who have literally never picked up a controller before. And I would tend to agree with you. However, from my personal experience, I don't know this for a fact, but from my personal experience, it seemed that every game that I played, so I reverse boosted for 5 games, and then I played the first game, which is what you're seeing here, and I was just rolling over people. It was just so easy. The second game was slightly harder, and then the third game was slightly harder, and the fourth was slightly harder. By the time I was back at the 5th game, I was pretty much back to normal lobbies, and if this was a protected bracket of players, it wouldn't be gradual. It wouldn't be a gradual change. It would be, okay, one lobby is piss easy. I'm just trampling over everyone. And then all of a sudden, I'm back into the normal lobbies that I'm into. But that wasn't the case. It was a gradual difference. Every game got a little bit more difficult, with the first one being the absolute easiest. I mean, look at the gameplay throughout some of this video. Some people, they don't even realize I'm on their screen. I'm able to run around, and it is just mind-blowing that this is the potential that we have with this game. If skill-based matchmaking was removed, we would have a lot more games like this. And I just gotta admit it, even though it felt a little bit scummy, this is the most fun I've had on this game. And I am pretty sure at this point that skill-based matchmaking is in this game. I have completely flipped the narrative. I am eating my words from the beta, and that's fine with me because I don't want to sit here and just have a biased view about this game. I don't want to sit here and, talk about things that aren't true. I don't want to say that there's no skill-based matchmaking when very clearly there is evidence to suggest that it is, and there are ways to exploit it and get around it. And that is exactly what I did for this video. To think that this is the game that we could have, these are the experiences that we could create, but we're being held back by a system such as skill-based matchmaking that is just, it makes no sense to me. Why not just have league play or ranked play as a separate game mode and leave public matches to be casual? Because I can tell you, this is a lot more fun than the shit I was playing. And after I played this game, I hopped into a second game. Now, unfortunately, I lost the footage. For some reason, my Elgato did not record the footage correctly. It ended up fucking up and I lost the footage. But you guys are just gonna have to take my word for it. The next game I hopped into after this one, I dropped a split 5 on screen and a quad feed in the same game. Little to no effort. It just opened my eyes up to the fact that I am not a terrible player. I have felt like I have been a terrible player this entire time playing this game because I just couldn't do anything. I have felt like I was just garbage at this game. But clearly, I am not garbage. I am average to above average. In my opinion, I am an above average player. I've been playing this game ever since, 2011? I've been playing Call of Duty. There's no way I've been playing this entire time. And I can't drop like a 5 kill streak very often. Like, there's no way. This just showed me that if I came up against bad players or average players, I would be able to drop streaks no problem, and I would enjoy the game. But I can't because of skill-based matchmaking. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I'm completely eating my words. I do believe skill-based matchmaking is in this game, and I do think it is relatively strong, and it's impacting a lot of people's experience, and I think it should be removed. I hope that if a big overhaul comes to this game, they address this, and they change it, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. If they don't change this, or if they don't address skill-based matchmaking, I know it sounds scummy, but I want to be honest with you guys. If this is how I have to play the game, if I have to reverse boost to be able to get into normal lobbies or easier lobbies, I'm going to do it. I don't really care. Like, yeah, it comes off a little bit scummy, and, you know, at times it doesn't feel gratifying because I know I'm coming across kids that are just, like, way worse at this game than I am. But I would prefer that than getting my ass handed to me game after game and not being able to do anything about it. I would much rather sit here and reverse boost for 5 games so that I can have the next few games be fun than just have my ass fucking blasted every game. A lot of people would choose to do this behind the scenes, especially YouTubers who come out with gameplays, who try and hit clips and such. A lot of them would try and do this behind the scene and, you know, be kind of elusive about it. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If I do come out with good gameplays on this game, or if I start hitting, like, insane clips, most likely I have reverse boosted for that lobby, and I have no shame in it whatsoever. If this is what I have to do to have fun on this game, I don't give a shit. I'm going to do it. I paid money for this game, okay? I'm not going to let them determine what type of experience I have. I paid money for this game. I want to get into lobbies that I'm actually going to have fun in. And I want to be able to hit clips. I want to be able to get gameplays. If I have to reverse boost to do that, I don't care. In my opinion, this is being forced onto us. I think this system, skill-based matchmaking, is unfair to us people who have put years into these games to become above average or become really fucking good. And for them to implement a system like skill-based matchmaking and take away that experience from us and make it so much worse, in my opinion, it's just fucking disgusting. And so if there is a way to exploit the system, which there is, it's very easy. Just go into 5 games and do really badly on purpose. If that's what you have to do to have fun, hey, I'm not going to judge you for it. I'm going to be doing it. I want to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to try and fucking hide it. It's kind of like ghostwriters in hip-hop. There are people who openly admit that they have people who write for them, and that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But then there's people who keep it a secret, who aren't very honest with the fact that they have ghostwriters. So I just want to come out and be honest with you guys. I'm going to be reverse boosting. Until skill-based matchmaking is addressed, I'm going to be reverse boosting so I can get better lobbies and start hitting clips. Because it's been a while since I've put out a montage, I'm going to be honest. And it's been a while since I've had fun with Call of Duty. Listen, I've held on for all these years. And at this point, I don't give a shit. What we have here is actually a good game. Doing this and coming into these lobbies has made me realize that a lot of the issues in this game aren't that big of a deal. It turns out the maps aren't that bad. Yeah, they're not that great compared to like other Call of Duties, but they're not the biggest issue. The biggest issue is skill-based matchmaking. You can come across horrible players on these horrible maps and you'll have a good time because you're able to drop streaks. You're able to do whatever you want. You're actually able to run around. You don't have to worry about some random person being in a window because that's not how bad players or average players play the game. They run around like chickens with their heads cut off, and that's fun to me because I can take advantage of that and I can have fun and I can stomp on these kids. That's how I have fun on Call of Duty. I have fun hitting clips, getting kill streaks, and everybody was a bad player at one point. Everybody had to go through the experience of getting their ass handed to them over and over again until eventually they got good enough to drop the streaks themselves. That's how Call of Duty always was, and if the only way I'm going to get that is by reverse boosting, then so be it. That's how I'm going to do it. Hashtag remove skill-based matchmaking. I hope that the developers manage to do something about this. I don't know if something is going to be done about it, but regardless, this is what I'm doing on the game, and I don't give a shit if you think it's scummy. I want to get my money's worth. I know I said that I bought this game for the campaign, but $60 for, like, what, a 6-hour campaign? I know that the campaign was fantastic, but I don't think it warranted that price tag for the amount of content that I got from it. And Spec Ops is just absolute garbage. Don't even get me started on that. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smack the like button. If you want to stay up to date on my content, please be sure to subscribe. I'll have my last video in the corner. If you haven't checked that out already, definitely make sure to check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.